Alrighty, so today we're putting in a new fan in the outlet. So they had a light there, and there's just a normal plastic housing for it. So we need to put in a fan rated one. So we're going to be putting this in. So first thing we need to do is get that one out of there. And it's nailed in there, and it's up in the attic. So I'm trying to access it from the bottom. Make sure your power is turned off. I'm probably going to wind up just dremeling that, cutting it up and with my Dremel and pulling it out of there. So I'll do as much stuff from inside here before I have to climb up in the attic. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and we'll get that taken care of here. Alright, so unfortunately I wasn't able to get at it through the bottom. So here I am up in the attic, and I'm going to Dremel that nail off if I can. There's one on each side, and those have got to go. So I don't think I'll just be able to pull them out because of the way they're situated there. I can't get a really good bite on them. Maybe, yeah, I'll try to Dremel through them, so we're going to do that. Alrighty. So I cut through right here and right there with the Dremel. And hopefully, we can just pop that out of play, which we can. Now that is safely removed. Now you can either pound your screws in, the nails in, get them out of the way, or Dremel them off. So since I don't have my hammer up here, I'm probably just going to Dremel them. Then we can work on getting our new outlet put in there, and this is rated for a 70-pound fan. So we're going to be sticking that in. Alright, let me get this out of the way, get the nails flush. Actually, I probably don't even need to, but I just don't like them sticking out like that, so we'll take care of that. Okay, so as you can see, this was closer to, there was a lip there, so this wouldn't fit. There was a little part that I had to cut out of the sheetrock, so naturally something's always going to go wrong. I just use this serrated like kitchen knife to do through it. You want to, instead of pushing down when you're cutting, you want to kind of cut and pull up when you're cutting, so that way your sealing part that you painted won't push down and separate from the sheetrock. So pull up towards this way when you're cutting, that way you won't mess up your sealing. Okay, so I got to make sure this fits all the way around, and I'm going to get this mounted in there. So when this goes in there, this part's going to be flush. This part right here is going to be flush on the 2x4 right here, and I'm going to just screw that in there right there like that, and then we can mount or screw that into there, and it should be perfect. Okay, thank you for watching that, and we'll be right back. Okay, so it came with a little plastic casing there. I fed the wires through here, made sure it's going to fit down in there. Put your wires down in the hole there. Well, it's got to be down a little bit further actually, because there's no way I can screw this on there with that in the way. So I'm going to have to be able to push it down further, and then be able to screw that up into there once I have this bracket in place. So that's what we're going to do. But I fed my wires through there with that little plastic holder, so in place. So alright, I'm running out of light here, so we'll be back. Okay, with this mount, it's got 4 holes on the back side. So there's one here, and one's on the outer. So if you use this screw that it came with and you put it in the innermost holes, then your screw holes don't line up in here. So you got to use the outermost holes, and I'm going to put 2 other basically flush screws that don't have that big of a head on it there, and screw those in there also, just to give it a little bit more bite in the wood. So there we are there. I'm just making sure it's fitting right now. I have 2 different screws in the sides right now. I'm going to put 2 more screws in, and I think we can access the rest of it from the bottom, because I'm running out of light here. Okay, we're up here, and naturally everything that can go wrong is going wrong. My battery ran out on my thing, and I was trying to use this one to screw in, and the idiot that put it back in didn't put them in charge. That was me, of course, not anybody else. So I wasn't smart enough to make sure my batteries are charged before I put them away. I didn't pre-drill these holes, and now the wood is like, it's like splitting right here. I don't know if that's a major problem, but I'm going to double reinforce this thing anyways. I don't really care for this little side mount, and I'm not going to trust that. I'm going to put a I'm sticking a 2x4 over the top of this bad boy as well, like this. And I'm going to drill from the, when I get that in there, we'll drill up into my 2x4 too. So, just I like overkill on sturdiness. So that is what I'm going to do there. I do have, well, 2 screws in there so far. I got the big burly one it came with, and then along the side there. I just need my batteries to be recharged. That's amazing. So, Murphy's Law kicks in. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. So, yeah. I guess I could screw it in by hand, but that's a really tough angle, and this wood is super dry and hard. That's why it's cracking. I don't know if I should have pre-drilled a hole. I think we're okay, because it's a pretty long 2x4 here. It's going all the way to the edge there, so. Yeah, well, I gotta wait for the battery to charge now. Perhaps I can go unbox the fan or something while I'm waiting. Alright, we'll be back. Alright, so I got this screw in here, that one there, and that one there on the side, so that should hold it fairly good. I'm gonna reinforce it as well. So that's that. We got that in there. So I'm going to do something else that I like to do. Should add some strength to it just in case. So what I'm going to do basically, just showed you earlier, but oops, try not to step through my ceiling. That would be super special. I'm basically going to put this 2x4 over the top and screw that in. Then I could screw that from up underneath into there, and it's just going to be super strong. So, okay, so that's that. We'll be back. Okay, basically you can see what I did here. Took a 2x4 over the top between the joists here. Screwed a 2x4 up under there, and that's got a little bit of room still here, so it's not pushing down on that. We're going to be able to screw from that box up into the wood too, so it's just going to be way stronger than this little box screwed in the side. I don't really like that. I like going between the joists and doing it that way. So I think we're done up here. Pretty sure. I just got to pack up and make the long journey over there to the light. Go to the light. Okay, so let's get out of here. Get all our screws. Make sure we're all good. Don't leave anything behind. Put my insulation back and stuff like that. So, alrighty, my friends, let's go down to the bottom part here. Okay, so here we are underneath. I put that 2x4 on the bottom. So where the screws go in, I'm just gonna drill a little hole in there so that I can screw up into there. Okay. Okay, here's one. Get the other side now. Let's see, where are my threads at? Right here. Alright, that's basically so I can just screw my screws in there without getting them bothered there. Okay. Alright, let's screw this in there. Okay, so hopefully this stays on there. Get our, let's see, it's gonna go here and here, I guess. Okay, let's get that lined up in there. Hopefully, let's see. And not get anything in our eyes, which would be really special. That's... Oh. Got something in my eye. Alright, so that was awesome. Make sure you wear glasses. That wasn't fun. Okay, let's try to get this back in there. I know you guys can't see this, but pretty much just trying to screw this. Oh wait, that's for the ground, I believe. So the thread behind the hole is going to be the one we're looking for. And let's see, where is it? Come on. Oh.
Do you know how to fix it?
Let's see where our holes are right here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so needs to be rotated a little bit. Put that in that pocket there. Rotate it. There we go. I found them. Come on. There we go. Okay. Get that one in there. Okay. And where's our other hole at? It's where? Nice try, but I got goggles on now, so it's not going in my eye. Okay. What's the deal here? What's it catching on? Is it catching on something? What is going on here? Alright, so unscrew this one a little bit, I guess. I haven't gotten too far. Should be fairly straightforward. Can't find where my other hole is. That's right there. Kidding me? So what's going on here? There, that should be flat like that. For some reason, maybe because that stuff's in my way. There we go. Okay. Good thing I would goggle on, because it would have ate a bunch more stuff right there. Okay, so I need to drill that hole right there. Alright, so we'll drill one on that side, you drill this side. Alright, so give me a second here, folks. Okay, so drill that hole out. Let's go ahead and put this secondary one in there. Now these alone are supposed to hold the up to 70 pounds for a fan. Okay. You saw I put that extra board up in there because I just don't really trust that one little side mount to hold my fan. So let's get this. Okay, that's in there tight. And get this one tightened in there. Okay, now what we're going to do is put another screw in there. That's right, my friends. Because I'm not trusting those two little screws going in that hunk of metal to hold my fan up. So what I'm going to do, put this bad boy right up in there, into that 2x4 I had up in there. So right about there. Oh, to the yeah. Now that's not all. Because we got this little screw here, we're going to put another one in there for good measure, because I like overkill, so my fan doesn't fall. Okay, now we have 4 pretty solid screws in there. That ain't going anywhere. I'm guaranteeing I can hang from this bad boy, and I'll demonstrate that. Okay, so we got our wires let's hook up our... That was, I guess, how to switch out an outlet from a standard light fixture one to a fan holding outlet there. So that was that, my friends. Thanks for watching this not so short video, but you know, stuff came up. So thanks for watching, and we'll get our fan installed on the next video.